So today's video is going to be my sick day tutorial, or a tutorial when you're feeling under the weather like I am today. I actually have a pretty bad sinus infection going on, but I still need to get out of the house and run a few errands. So I need to look a little bit more presentable than I do now. So this makeup look is going to be like a minimal makeup look. It's something that enhances you so you don't look so sick. So I hope that you guys enjoy this and keep watching if you want to see my sick day tutorial. So the first thing that I do when I get up in the morning and I'm not feeling so well is put some chapstick on, and the one that I really like to use is by Burts. It's the rejuvenating one. I also really like the grapefruit one, but I use that a lot. So I just apply some of this to my lips because my lips are always so dry when I'm sick. Then I like to go in and cleanse my face from sleeping all night on my pillow. I just feel like I want to get all those germs and toxins that I've sweated out all night. And I'm currently using the brand Up and Up from Target. They're supposed to be comparable to the Simple brand, I believe. These actually aren't my favorite. They make my skin feel a little tight and dry, so I probably won't repurchase these, but these are what I have right now, so that's what I'm going to use. So I just take one out and I kind of just brush over my face just to make sure that it's nice and cleansed for the day, and that I don't have any dirt or sweat left on my face. My face is dry, I like to go in with this Boscia, is that how you say it? Boscia oil, and it's their beauty oil. I'll link it in the down bar below if you're interested. I used to always use the Josie Maran oil, but since then I have tried this oil and it's like holy girl status. Love this oil. It just makes my face feel so hydrated and so moisturized. So I take a little bit of this and apply it to the back of my hand, and then I just dab my finger in it and then apply it to my face. And the cool thing about this product is you can actually mix it with your foundation for a more like luminous foundation look. It's just so moisturizing and hydrating, and I love that it's like skin beneficial, but you can also use it for like foundation luminous properties as well. I think that's really cool. On sick days, I find that I really don't like to wear anything heavy on my skin, and that includes foundation. So I feel like the IT Cosmetics CC Plus Cream is a really great in-between where it still leaves you with hydration, but it also gives you a lot of really good coverage to hide any redness or breakouts that you have on your skin. So I'm going to be applying a little bit of this to my face today. So I'm just going to apply a little bit of this to the back of my hand, and then I'm going to go in with the Beauty Blender because it adds a little bit more hydration because it is dampened. So then I just tap it on the back of my hand and then start applying it to my face. And then just blend it out using the Beauty Blender. I feel like the CC cream works better than some foundations. It's very hydrating, but it covers so well. So it's like a foundation, but better really. If you have dry skin, I feel like you would love this stuff because it's just so hydrating, so moisturizing, but it still gives you, you know, a nice coverage. I'm focusing a lot right here, kind of in my contour area, because I am pretty broke out right now. It's actually healing up, but I was breaking out like crazy for a while. I think a lot of it had to do with my diet, so it's starting to clear up now. You can see this does give a lot of really great coverage for being a CC cream. I feel like it really does a nice job of covering all my redness, because this is what this side looks like without anything on it. So I think it does a really nice job. So once I have my skin all evened out, I like to go in with the Hourglass Powder in Diffused Light. And I just take that on a big powder brush, get some product on there, and then I just pat it into my skin. This is just going to set this CC cream because it is pretty like hydrating and moisturizing, so it doesn't set right away. But I really like this diffused powder because it leaves my skin with like this iridescence, which I really like, and if you have dry skin, I'm sure you really like that too. Before I finish the rest of my face, I'm going to go ahead and move on to my eyes because my eye look today is super simple. So to start off, I'm going to go in with the Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion, and I'm going to apply this all over my lids. finish the rest of my face, I'm going to go ahead and do my eye look because it is super, super simple today. So the first thing I'm going to take is the Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion, and I'm going to apply this to my lids. Then for eyeshadow, I'm going to be using the Lorac Starry Eyed Baked Eyeshadow Trio. And the first color that I'm going to be using is this one right here. And I'm just going to be taking a shadow brush and packing that color on there and putting it all over the entire eyelid. I wouldn't normally use a pink eyeshadow. The only reason I'm using this one is because it has some iridescence to it and it has more of a brown base. Sometimes pink can make you look a little more sick, and obviously if you're already sick, you don't want to look sick. Stay clear of pink eyeshadow if you're not feeling well, but this one is a good one because it has that brown undertone. Then I'm going to go in with the shade right next to it, which is this white shade, and I'm just going to get a little bit on that same brush. I'm going to put it on my brow bone. I'm going to put it over the middle of where we just applied that pink color. And I'm also going to apply it right in the tear duct area just to really brighten that inner corner up, because that can look a little shadowy and dark sometimes, especially when you're not feeling so well. Then I'm going to go in with just a clean blending brush and blend out my highlight a bit so it's not so intense up there. Also going to blend through the crease a bit, and someone's texting me. Then before I apply mascara, I'm going to put my under eye concealer on. I'm going to be using the MAC Prep and Prime in Radiant Rose first, just to help combat those dark under eye circles that I have going on today. So just applying a little bit of this right under my eye. And then just taking the Beauty Blender and blending that out. I like to use the Radiant Rose because it really highlights and brightens that under eye area. And then I'm going to go over it with some other concealer as well, just to brighten it even more and just even out the skin tone. So this one's just to really just brighten it. And then the other concealer that I'm going to use is to highlight, if all of that makes sense. I don't feel good, so I feel like I'm rambling. Then the other concealer that I'm going to be using is the Instant Age Rewind by Maybelline, and this is the shade Light. This will just add more coverage and a little bit more brightening, and I'm bringing this down a little bit further in a triangle, and then you'll notice that with the Radiant Rose, I just stayed pretty much right under the eye area. And then going back in with the Beauty Blender, I'm just blending this in as well. I'm also going to take just a little bit more of this Instant Age Rewind and put it around my nose, because obviously I've been blowing my nose all day, and I'm sure I will for the rest of the day, so that area tends to get a little red. Also right here on my nose, down the center of my nose, a little on my forehead, and just a dab on my chin. I feel like I'm doing really good in this video. I haven't sneezed or started coughing yet, so props for that. So now that my under eyes are all brightened up, I'm going to head back to my eyes now, and I'm going to curl my lashes. No falsies today, because who has the time for that, and who wants to deal with that when your eyes are going to be running and you're just not feeling well. So I'm going to be curling my lashes just to make sure that they curl up before I apply mascara. So I'm just doing a couple pumps with my lash curler. Then I'm going in with my favorite mascara, which is the Lash Out Butterfly Mascara by L'Oreal. And I'm going to apply 2 coats of this to my lashes. Sorry for the sniffles, guys. And then I'm going to apply a little bit of this mascara to my lower lashes, just so that my eyes really pop and don't look so sickly. I got a little bit of mascara mascara right up here when I was applying it, so I'm just cleaning this up with a little Q-tip that has a point on the end. These are lifesavers if you do makeup daily, or if you just want some because you mess up on your makeup. These are lifesavers. You just let the mascara dry, take this little pointy part, and it wipes it right up and you're good to go. So these are awesome, guys. Now that I have my skin even and brightened, I'm going to go in and add some warmth to my face. I'm not going to be contouring because that's just not the look I'm going for today. I just want to look youthful and just add a little bit of sun-kissed glow to my face. So I'm going to be using this bronzer by Revlon. It's the Photoready bronzer. Let's see if there's a name. It's Bronze and Chic, which I love that it has 4 different colors you can choose from, or you can just mix them all together like I'm going to do today. And then I'm just going to do bigger motions right here on the side of my face just to bronze. I feel like adding warmth to my face automatically makes me look a little bit more alive and healthy. I am going to add a peachy pink blush today just because I feel like it makes you look even more healthy, and I really like the formulation of this one by Clinique. This is the Cheek Pop Blush Pop in the shade Peach Pop. Usually when I apply blush, I go to the sides of my apples, but today I'm going to apply it kind of right on the center of my apple, just for like a rosy kind of healthy look today. And you guys will notice, look what little Annabelle did. She wanted to play makeup too, but she decided to eat my makeup brush. And to find the apples of your cheeks, you'll just smile. These are the apples. You don't want to put it like right here by your nose. That's just not a good look. That's like a clown look. But I like to just smile and then place it right here. Usually I go back, but today I'm just going to focus right here and then lightly sweep up. To be honest, for brows, I really don't fill them in when I'm having a sick day just because I have pretty full brows. But if you have thin brows, feel free to go ahead and fill them in. I would use something very natural, but again, that's totally up to you. But since I do have pretty full brows, I like to just set them so they're not like all wonky everywhere. And I'm using the Anastasia Clear Brow Gel today to set them. So I just take this. It's kind of like a clear mascara. You could even use a clear mascara to do this from the drugstore. I picked this one up though when I was at the makeup show in Chicago, and I really like it actually. It does a really nice job of really setting them. They don't move at all throughout the day. And then to add that extra oomph of illumination to my face, I like to go in with the Josie Maran Argan Brightening Face Balm. This is really optional. You don't have to do this. I feel like this already looks really nice. But if you're like me and you just want to be like this big ball of illumination, and you can definitely do this step and it'll look really great too. So I just like to take a little bit of that right there at the tops of my cheekbones, and I just press it in with my finger. This step's really easy to work with. And I know that we already applied powder, but the powder that we use from Hourglass, you can really layer anything on it. It's not going to make like this huge deal. It's just such a light, luminous powder anyways. So I just press this right over the top, and it kind of just melts into my skin. Some days I like to just stick to applying lip balm on my lips just for the comfort, but if you want that extra pop of color just to make you look even more alive, I like to go in with this NYX Butter lipstick in the shade Hunk, which looks purple, but when you actually swatch it and apply it, it's this really pretty like rosy pink. So I just apply a little bit of this to my lips and then take my finger and work it all over. These lipsticks are super hydrating and add just the right amount of color to the lips. That pretty much does it for the face. Another optional product that I like to use when I'm not feeling so good is the Jergens BB Body Perfecting Skin Cream. This stuff is awesome at blurring any imperfections that you have on your skin while adding the tiniest amount of color to the skin just to make you feel and look healthy. So I like to apply this to my neck and my arms. So I hope that you guys found this tutorial helpful, especially if you're not feeling so hot today, but you still have to get out of the house. And if you aren't feeling well, I hope that you feel better very, very soon. So I'm going to go ahead and get off here now and finish drinking my tea and just rest before I actually have to head out of the house. So I hope that you guys are having a great day, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye!